All right, there we go. Welcome, folks. Had the microphone turned off for a second there. Happy New Year. It's the start of 2025. Hope, today's January 3rd. This is being live streamed. Hope the first couple days of the new year are treating everybody well. We are going to pick up with part 2 of our Master of Orion game that started last week. Welcome those of you just getting here in the chat. We're doing an all-Kari game because I hadn't featured the birds on stream. And it's kind of a minor variant that we're doing, which is only small ships with the exception of colony ships. Didn't need this to be like an absurdly difficult variant. Our variant is only small ships except for colony ships. And it's relatively straightforward, but like it does kind of make the game a little bit more difficult than you might think, in large part because most of the specials that you can build will not fit on a small hull until very, very late in the game. If you're curious about what we can actually fit here, let's just look here. What can we actually fit on a small hull? So one thing that really helped us, the big thing that characterized us at the end of the last session is we discovered inertial stabilizer, and then we did this massive trade fest with the AIs. We were able to trade it to, I think, 3 of the or 4 AIs. How many AIs are in this game? There's 5 AIs, but we haven't met the humans yet. Yeah, there's 5 AIs. We haven't met the humans, and one of them already had it. So we made 3 trades with inertial stabilizer, and we picked up improved industrial 6, II6, which was a huge jump because we're in the process of researching II8, and this is two full rungs of the ladder ahead. We also traded for class 5 planetary shield, which is a full rung ahead on the ladder, and then I think we also traded for sublate drives because we had just started researching them, and then that let us jump ahead to fusion drives. I think those are all the ones that we picked up. Okay, but getting II6 was a really big deal because this jumped our construction tech level way ahead. I believe we were at tech level, we had reduced industrial waste to 80%. I believe we were at tech level 4 and it jumped us up to 16. So that's a pretty big jump. And it means that we now have 52 space on a small hull, so we can actually fit some stuff on there. We can actually fit the inertial stabilizer on there if we want to, which is pretty nice. We can also fit, we can fit reserve fuel tanks. Oh yeah, that's right, Doug, because if we don't put any weapons on, it's easy to put this on. So we can fit the inertial stabilizer. We can fit all the computers on if we want. We don't have any armor upgrades yet. You always want to put the fastest engines. Look, the fastest engines only take up 2 space. So that's pretty nice. Only takes up 2 space. Welcome those of you just getting here. No worries. Feel free to watch later on YouTube if you want. Okay, so and we can fit the faster engines on here if we want. We cannot fit on a battle scanner yet, though. Eventually we will, which I will want to put on at least one design so I can actually see what stuff the AI is packing. Okay, here's the problem, though. We can't fit a heavy laser on here. We can't fit Hyper-X missiles on here. So at the moment, all we could do is put lasers on. So it's like, yeah, that's not great. Not great. Now, of course, part of that's because our weapons tech level is pretty sad. We only have weapons tech level 8. But like the only thing we can put on a ship in terms of weapons right now is lasers. So that is going to cause some issues. All right, so at the moment, biggest issue is we have this stupid rebellion event that hit our best planet, Big Bird. We have pop transports coming in to take it back. The other thing that just happened is we just popped Improve Robotics 3, so all of our planets are going to be building factories for that at the moment. You can see if I cycle through, they're all set to refit. Well, except for Seagull, because one planet needs to stay on research so that we don't lose. If you have no planets on research, you actually start losing investments. Like that'll start going down from 14%. So you want to make sure you have at least one of them. Anyway, welcome those of you just getting here. Baby Charlie is doing great. He is currently sleeping, and he will dictate how long the stream lasts. So I'm hoping we'll get 2 to 3 hours, but if he really gets fussy, I'll have to cut it short. Anyway, enough stalling. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. By the way, it's also annoying that we have all these enemy ships running around constantly. What's this? Oh, we have our transports landing. Okay. Now, they always have the same equipment as you do, but I believe they do get the defensive bonus. Okay, well, we got it down to just 40 rebels remaining, and we have transports landing every turn, so that's not bad. Now, the problem is that one other issue is, you know the pop that we're killing here on Big Bird? we will have to replenish that population too. So like if we had to kill off like 70 million pop, we'll then have to regrow that 70 million pop afterwards, which kind of stinks. That's annoying. All right, so there's what? We have a whole bunch of these incoming. I think this is enough to take the planet back. I think. Because there's only, what, 20 million something remaining? That should be enough to take that back. All right, so we're building factories, and look how fast we're building these. So the new Remax target is 330 factories, and we're already building them at 26 per year. So that's only going to take, what, 3 more turns, I think? About three more turns, and then we'll be remaxed. Yeah, not bad. Again, the advantage of having II6, it would take much longer without those cheaper factories. And then like Condor is still trying to max out, and it's building factories at a pretty fast rate. It needs to get up to 70 times 3, 210 now. So it has quite a ways to go. But it's getting there. It's getting there. Oh, and by the way, we're about to plant a colony ship next turn. So we need a name for this ocean planet that's way out here by itself. Emu's going to have to supply it with some population. So we need a name for this new planet that's going to get founded on the inner turn. Bird bath. Ah, shallow thought. I like it because it's an ocean planet. Haha. Good call. Burb is pretty good too. Alrighty. So here we are. More transports landing. Alright. 22 remaining. And we have 10, 15, 20. Ugh, okay. That's maybe not quite enough, actually. I think we need to send another batch here just for safety's sake. Whatever the most, let's see, this is pop 85. It can probably do about 10 million, roughly, just to be on the safe side. I'll have to regrow. I don't love doing that, but I want to make sure that I get this back. Fortunately, we have the faster engines now. Okay, so let's see. Nest is still building factories. Licky is still building factories. Yeah, 2 more turns should do it, because we'll build about 30 each of these turns. Now, Emu is going to pull off factory building duty, and Emu is not that far off either. Emu's new max is, what, 240? Yeah. But we need to supply bird baths with some population, or otherwise it takes egregiously long to get the planets going if they don't have no pop incoming. So let's do whatever this planet can grow. This planet should be able to do about 8 million. Let's do 8 million for 2 turns. Yeah. Can we do 9, actually, just out of curiosity? Yep. We'll do 9, and then maybe 8, and then that should get this planet off and rolling. And yeah, by the way, this construction tech is stubbornly refusing to pop, but it's not that big of a deal because we already have II6. II8's not really going to do anything. So it's not a huge deal. It delays us getting to see what the next one is. Whenever the game pauses for the animation, I always get a little bit concerned. But it's just the delay for us to recapture the planet. Okay, did we get it back? We did finally get Big Bird back, thank goodness. That's a big deal. Now Big Bird's going to have to regrow some of this pop. Alright, yeah, Kestrel regrew. Alright. Oh, never mind. Okay, it actually is back up at the maximum. Okay. Huh. Alright, well that's good. That's a good sign. Big Bird is now out of its stupid rebellion. So this planet already has 290 factories. And we need to build another 145 factories. So it'll remax at what? 430? Something like that. Pretty wild. And then as soon as we have these factories up, we can start... and by the way, Nest is going to be done. It needs how many factories? It needs 29. Okay, well, that's pretty much everything. And so Emu can go back to building... Oh, no, Emu I wanted to do 1 more turn of population send. Got to have the new planets help, or the older planets help the newer planets get started. Let's see if it can do 9 million again. Yep, looks like it can. So that'll get it 18 million. That gets it to 20 million, and then it's in the fat part of the growth curve. Condor's still getting set up. Licky is still there. Kestrel, we had to stop building factories for 1 turn. All right, and then Big Bird's going to These pop transports should get Big Bird back to max pop. Yeah, this is 20 million pop coming in, so I guess we overestimated slightly, but better to overestimate than underestimate. Come up short of retaking the planet. Alright, unsurprisingly we are last in fleet strength. That's no big biggie. What is noteworthy is the Klakons are #1 in fleet strength, because they are the race that we thought we probably have the best odds to go target. I would have thought the Meklar would be first, but they are not. The Bulrathi of all those planets are actually 4th in space fleet strength, so somewhat concerning. Somewhat concerning. Alright, Licky. So we need you to, actually, why don't you go on tech for a moment? We need to start building our planetary shields and get some actual defenses up. Okay, Emu remaxes. Seagull, now I need you to build your 40 more factories. This poor little planet. It's pretty much probably just going to build bases for a very long time because it's so exposed and it's a very small world. All right, Big Bird is building 33 factories a year already. Not bad. Considering we have to build 145, that means we can probably do it in... Oh, let's see. We need probably 3 more turns. Yeah, that's pretty fast. And Kestrel should be about to max as well. So you can stay on tech for this turn. Also, we've been sitting here at a high chance to discover these construction techs for quite some time now without hitting. And then Force Fields is going to hit soon, and then we'll be a long way away from hitting in every field. But we do need to start getting some bases up for safety's sake. All right. So now we can look to jump forward. So we actually have multiple tech levels here. I was actually hoping we could pick up an armor tech, but we do not have that, unfortunately. So if we want to move the tree forward, we have to pick one of these two. II-5 doesn't make any sense to go for that. We could also stop and try to get more waste cleanup tech, because we do only have reduced industrial waste 80%. I'm a little disappointed that there's no... I really would have liked an armor tech of some kind, but there isn't. I mean, we could stop and pick up Durloy, potentially, but... I'd probably rather just keep pushing the tree forward, in all honesty. I usually like to keep pushing the tree forward. And then maybe we can trade for Durloy at some point. So I think I'm going to take Armored Exoskeleton just to keep going. Alright, so Kestrel is maxed out. Okay, so this planet also needs to get its shield up and then get some bases. We still can't see where, what worlds might be getting targeted at the moment. All right, so Nest is about to get its planetary shield up, and then I'll probably have it go back to research while other planets build its bases. Nest is not as vulnerable as some of these other worlds are. By the way, look at just how many ships the Klakons have running around. This is an insane number of ships. Definitely want to stay on their good side. I mean, the nice thing is I have really good diplomacy right now. Everybody kind of likes me. Kind of wild that I'm this popular with the AIs, but I am. So let's just chill here for the time being. Have any of the races started fighting each other yet? Just out of curiosity. They're allied with the Klakons, allied with the Bulrathi, allied with the Sakra and the Klakons. That'll be concerning if that's the case when the council comes up to vote. Nope, everybody is just still being buds at the moment. Okay, so what Licky is on tech. Nest is about to build its planetary shield. Big Bird is absolutely pumping out the factories at 36 per turn. Condor is getting pretty close to maxing out because it's building 16 per turn and it needs to get to 210. It's like 3 or 4 more turns. And then Birdbath is got its first set of pop. And it'll get up to 20. We'll be at like 21, 22 pop next turn, and then it should be able to build relatively quickly. It's out of the way, so I don't feel like I need to do reserve spending there. I think it's okay. If I had a rich planet, I would probably put it on reserve spending, but with no riches, I don't think that that's necessary. All right, so Nest got the shield up. Let's have Licky do the shield now. Emu, you're about to max as well. Looks like you don't need much in terms of factories. You can start working on the shield too. I don't love that I have so many planets that are exposed to attack. Like on this map, about the only planets that are safe from attack are these two, and even they are not completely safe from attack. Everything else is relatively threatened. Sure would be nice if the Klakons would go fight somebody else for a while. At least the planets I have on the front line are all pretty big except for Seagull. Like Big Bird is obviously humongous, but like Kestrel's base 75. Emu's a base 70. Licky, okay, Licky's relatively small as well, but Nest is, of course, the home world. Anyway, so hopefully we'll get that next tech to pop. All right. Emu finishes its factories. And now goes over to base building. All right, Licky is... Oh, the initial planetary shield's pretty expensive. All right, Big Bird is just about to finish. Oh, it only needs, like, what, 3 more factories, I think. Yeah, so we don't want to spend too much there. Let's get the shield up here. All right, and now that I have most of the factories built, yeah, Condor's... It's reading max on there because it's close to maxing. It has more factories than its pop can support, but we'll just finish the factories and then grow the remaining pop. And look, this planet's already this planet could terraform already, but we might as well wait until it's half full on pop, because it's better to be 25 out of 75 than 25 out of 85 right now. Yeah, and it just grew 3 pop last turn. All right. Getting back to diplomacy, I want to start figuring out what the AIs actually have. So let's start doing some initial espionage spending just to try to check and see what everybody has. Now, I'm going to have to adjust spending, presumably. Yeah. On at least 1 or 2 of these worlds. Okay, I guess we're good there. Because we want to start seeing what techs they have. And then that gives us a better understanding. For the time being, I'm hoping we can just stay at peace. All right, Seagull. Okay, you are going to be on bases for a long time because you are very, very exposed. Okay. Wow, Big Bird, you can do the planetary shield in like 1 turn. Let's get Big Bird up to like 10 bases, and then we'll go from there. All right, Kestrel, you need... Yeah, let's get both of these up to like 10 bases, and then we can look to go from there. All right. Port, we don't have a response yet. We also might want to dial up our trade agreements at some point, but because they're all looking pretty good right now, I'll leave them alone. Are all these planets just about done? So Nest is carrying the research load while other planets build missile bases and shields. Okay, you only need 10 factories, so that is not a lot. I'll just have you make sure they get done this turn instead of trying to measure it out precisely. Condor will probably hit max factories, though, this turn. Yep. All right, so you only need a couple more pop. We'll grow the remaining 2 pop points and then get to work on a base. This planet should only need 1 base, though, because I don't expect it to be targeted. All right, Emu. Actually, you're pretty exposed, still. I'll have you get up to, like, 5 bases, and then I'll feel relatively secure after that. Yeah, we just want to get a few bases up, so we're not like a complete sitting duck. All right, we got our spying report on Clacons. Let's see what they've got here. Okay, pretty good computer tech. We're actually even with them in construction, which is pretty wild at this point. They have... Okay, their weapons are not that scary. We with the planetary shields, we actually kind of stop everything they can do. The Hyperaxes shoot for 8 damage, and we'll have 7 points of shielding, so we don't completely stop the damage from Hyperaxes. The neutron blasters do, if they put a heavy version of the neutron blaster, it could fire through our shields. There was a YouTube comment asking about, like, why would you want to use the heavy version of weapons? And normally the rationale for doing that is so you can shoot things from 2 tiles away instead of 1 tile away. But there can be, sometimes you can actually fire through enemy shields that way. So here's actually the stats on that. Okay, so the base neutron blaster does 3 to 12 damage. That gets halved against planetary shields. So that is, what, 1 to 6 damage? We have enough shielding to block that. But if they were to have a weapon with a heavy blast cannon, that would do 1 to 12, and we only have 7 points of shielding. So they could actually shoot through our shields if they do the heavy blast cannon. So that's somewhat concerning if they were to go for that weapon. So hopefully they don't have a bunch of weapons with heavy blast cannons if we get involved in a scrape with them. So, yeah, the heavy version is pretty inefficient. It takes up a ton of space, and it's power inefficient. But, yeah. Oh, they also have terraforming plus 40. We are researching plus 30, and they have controlled dead environment. They research plus 20, plus 30, and plus 40. It's actually very inefficient to do all those. But they also do have improved eco-restoration, so we might be able to trade for that with them. We might be able to. I'm actually going to screenshot their text because this is the only time you can actually see what they have. We do have improved robotics. We do have improved robotics, so 3. So we could, in theory, trade that to them for something pretty good. Let's down on our spending with them, and let's get our spending on who's the next closest AI to us. Probably the Meklar. Let's see if we can get a report on them. But I will go ahead and see if there's any way if I can get improved eco restoration. It's such an important tech. Oh, they're actually willing to... Okay. So they'd be willing to trade us terraforming plus 30. I'm sure that they want improved robotics 3. I don't know that I want to give that to them, though. I'm sure that's what they're asking for. BC3, we have BC2, so that's not that big of an improvement. Obviously, we don't need this. We have class 2 deflectors, so class 3 doesn't do that much for us. As like I said, I'm sure that that's what they want for it. Let's see if we can maybe trade for somebody else. I'm not eager to give out improved robotics 3 to them to make them give them even more production. But we have to keep in mind that is a possibility. I think I might have done it if it was for improved terraforming plus 40, but because I'm already researching this, I'm not that inclined to go for it. Still, it's a big tech, but I just don't want them to have improved robotics 3. Okay, so anyway, we've got the spying report on them for the time being. Let's see what we can get on the Meklars next. By the way, this is a ton of alliances out here on the part of the AI. I don't love the fact that so many of them are allied. It's also going to be very hard to tell who is up against who in the council vote. I would prefer not to be nominated right now, but if I'm tied with the AI, I will get nominated against the Bullrathi. Still, it's another dozen turns or so until the next council vote, so that's time for some of those alliances to break up. All right, there we go. So we maxed out in factory and shields here on Little Condor. Okay, Licky has got its shield up. Licky, the problem is it's very hard to crash build bases here, so I want to get some more bases on Licky as well. All right, Kestrel, Big Bird, as I said, I want to get these two up to about 10, and I'd feel a bit safer then. Seagull is just going to take a while. And, okay, Emu, if I said if I can get that up to 5, I'll feel relatively safe. And then I'd like to get Nest up to about 5 as well. But somebody needs to be doing research, and that's Nest for right now. Oh, look, we got another tick on planetology. And personal deflector shield is in the percentages now. Still, for the most part, if I... what's this? Hello. Where is this ship going? Uh-oh. I hope that's headed to this star. I really hope that's headed to Yarrow. Because if it's headed to Emu, we're in some trouble. We are building bases, but, I mean, we're amiable with these guys. All right, well, let's see what they've got. Yeah, if they have ions on those ships, then we're fine. If they have Merculites or Stingers, we're in a lot of trouble. Let's see what we've got here on these guys. Okay, so they have Robotics 4. They have Zortrium armor. That would be nice to get. They do not have Improved Robotics 3. They do have Improved Robotics 4. So I wouldn't mind trading them Robotics 3 because they already have Robotics 4. And sometimes the AI still places a high priority on it. They also have Controlled Toxic. Oh, okay. They have Controlled Toxic. So that little toxic world they could actually colonize if they get up there. I am a little concerned about these guys, though, considering what's coming my way. I have a lot of tech. Let's hope that they're... I mean, we have a non-aggression pact, so maybe they're not targeting me. In any case, though, let's see if there's any techs they would be willing to trade me. We do have a non-aggression pact, but that doesn't always protect you in this game. I7. I don't... no. So they were not interested in Improved Robotics 3 because they already have Improved Robotics 4. So they were not that interested. I mean, we'll just keep building bases on Emu and hope it's not the target for right now. If it is, that's going to be a problem because I don't know what's on those ships, but I mean, this is 3 huges and 8 larges. I'm pretty sure that whatever's on them is enough to run over 4 or 5 missile bases. So let's hope that they're not. I wouldn't think that they would attack. Yeah, I don't think they're attacking me. I think they're going for this toxic planet. Now, do I want the Meklars to be set up on a toxic planet? No. But at least it's only size 10. There's just not a lot I can do about a fleet that big at this stage of the game. That's why I really need this improved scanner tech here. Improve space scanner. That'll actually let me see where the AI ships are going and see if I'm being attacked. So yeah, but I mean, we're almost done with building an initial round of bases, and then we'll be able to go more heavily onto research. Wait, why is Seagull on research? Seagull needs to be building bases. Seagull's the one that's really vulnerable. Oh, I see what happened. It finished its shield, and then it defaults back to tech. Also, welcome those you just getting here. Well, let's see what happens. I agree. I think they're going for the toxic planet up here. I think. All right, Condor. Okay, Condor, we want one shield and one base, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I think they are, in fact, headed for this star. I think that's right, but we're going to continue building a base this turn on Emu just in case. All right, Kestrel, you're on 6 bases. All right, Big Bird, I'll swap over to research after this turn. Yeah, they can dump quite a bit into research. And let's see. Do we get a spying report on the soccer yet? No. Okay, not yet. Come on, no whammies, no whammies. Yay, no whammies. Okay. Yeah, we're really not in a position where we want to be fighting these guys. Look at all these ships flying around. This is ridiculous. But we had to I mean, it's like basically we could have gotten this planet, but like we didn't want an ultra poor. We wanted this. I'm a little disappointed I wasn't able to hold this. I almost held this planet, but came up just short. Still, we got the real prize, which is the gigantic planet there. All right, Kestrel, working on that. Emu. Okay, it looks like Emu is safe. Emu is not being attacked, thank goodness. Let's get Nest up to about 5 bases as well. And then we'll go from there. All right, Condor, you have your 1 base. So we can put you on research. By the way, how are things going over here at Birdbath? Not badly. Not badly. We can almost, let's just build factories for another turn. And then I bet we can do the terraforming in 1 turn. So coming along. And now we have better research capacity. We'll get up to about 1,000 BC pretty quickly here. And see what we can do. We're just kind of chilling in there. We're not really in a position where we can fight anybody right now, so we're just kind of hanging out right now. Did we get a report? We did with the Sakura. Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, we might be able to... Oh, they already have Improved Robotics 3. They have Controlled Toxic. They have Terraforming plus 40, but they won't trade that because it's their top weapon. They have some decent weapons. Hard Beam and Megabolt can. They have Fusion Bomb, which I would really like to get. I don't need this right now because I'm not going on the offensive just yet, but I really do want Fusion Bomb. It'll make it much easier to attack people. I would not mind trying to get Durloy from them either. That would actually be pretty handy to have. They also have class 4 deflectors. That actually would be worth trading for too, because if I could jump from class 2 to class 4, that would be pretty nice. Let's see if there's anything they'd be willing to trade for. Our bombers will also have to be small, right? That's why fusion bombs are important, because it's pretty easy to fit fusion bombs on a small. Antimatter is a lot trickier. Okay. We don't need nuclear engines. We already have faster ones. Battle suits is not that important. ECM3 actually would be good because we don't have any ECM jammer tech. That would actually be pretty good. What do they want for this? Oh, he wants II6. Do I care about the Sakura having this? I'm looking back at their construction. They have no improved industrial techs at all, but the Sakura are really weak in this game, so I actually don't care if they're that... I actually don't care about making them stronger in construction tech. So I'll go ahead and swing this deal. Because they're really weak. Like, they're kind of a non-entity in this. And I have no ECM jammer tech. So that's actually going to help a good bit. And it's also good for any spying we might want to do later on, too. Anything else? Okay, we're not trading for that. No. I don't need nuclear engines. Anyway, welcome those of you just getting here. Okay, so... based on what they had, I mean, they got a big bonus from that, right? They had no II tech at all, but like, am I worried about the Sakura? Like, they're not very strong. They only have a handful of planets. Where's the map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I guess they have a hand. I'm just not that concerned about them. They're just kind of like a minor power. I'm concerned about the Bullrathi, the Meklar, and the Klakons. I actually would really like to get in contact with the humans, so I could trade them stuff. And they also tend to be a really good ally. Well, I know that they seem to have 2 planets. I think they have these 2, because this has no planet. Well, oh, by the way, we should also scout out what's down here if we can. Is there any way I can get a scout to that spot, just out of curiosity? I don't know if this is in range or not. Yeah, it's out of range. Okay. I would love to know what's there, if it's an empty planet or just what. But anyway, like I said, I needed okay, I guess I technically had ECM Jammer 1, but like this actually really helps against enemy bombs and missiles. It does apply to your missile bases. So if someone's trying to drop bombs against me, and it also increases my computer tech level, which is always good too. So I'm content to make that, even though it was a really good deal for them. I just don't think that they're that scary of an opponent overall. Once they have it, would they trade it with another race? I mean, they could, but again, improved industrial tech, like there's II tech at every single level. Like, look, the Klakons already have that. I guess I traded with them. The Meklar already have II4, so like that's not going to help them. And we don't know what the Bulrathi have yet, so we'll have to wait and see there. All right, 10 turns to the next council vote. Oh, and I thought I was going to try to terraform Birdbath. I think it's just about ready. No, oh, never mind. I guess I need to advance another turn. Hey, welcome those of you just getting here. Glad you could drop in for a little bit. This fleet is still very slowly making its way up there. Okay, one more turn and this planet will be able to terraform in one turn, so we'll do that. All right, Condor shouldn't need any more bases. One more turn at Nest. Licky, I'm going to get to 5 and then stop. We might just be on research for a little while here. Seagull, by the way, because it's so exposed and so small, is going to be on bases for a long time. And Kestrel, okay. So we'll be able to do more base building after this. We do not have a report on these guys yet. Now, the bears are quite large, so I have to be careful about what I send them. All right, personal deflector shield. That's unfortunate. Only option to move forward is repulsor. That is not what I wanted. So this is a special, and part of the problem is it's not going to fit on a small hole very well. Yeah, let me go to the tech tree here. Okay, so we just researched this personal deflector. And then we just we traded for class 5 planetary shield. What I wanted was the class 5 deflector. I wanted that pretty badly. Instead, I rolled the repulsor beam, which is quite bad. Because remember, we only have class 2 deflectors right now. To jump from class 2 to class 5 would be a big jump. And like at the next level, I want class 10 planetary shield. So this is pretty bad, unfortunately. This increases the odds I want to trade for or steal the class 4 or class 3 deflector. I'd be willing to trade something significant for one of these two now to bump up my shielding a bit. So that's too bad, but that's how Master of Orion works, is sometimes you get bad choices in your tech field. That one is not what we wanted at all, but we got to research it. Oh, it's also very expensive because at the Alkari, we are poor at researching force field technology. Yeah, we are bad at researching force field tech. All right, so Kestrel is 10 bases. We're going to go off base building there. Licky, you have 5. I'm content with that. Nest, you have 5. I'm content with that for the time being. Seagull, you're going to just build and build. I need at least 10 to 15 here. The thing is, Seagull cannot build bases very quickly if it would come under attack, so I have to build them in advance. Emu's got the 6. Condor's on research. Okay, Birdbath. You can terraform in one turn now. So we'll just do the terraforming in one shot. And then go back to building factories. It's already at half pop. Now, it is a long way to go in the factories, but remember, they build in exponential fashion, so they'll build relatively quickly. And look, we're up to 1400 BC. After we limped along on terrible research for ages, now we're up to 1400 BC per turn. We have some important stuff incoming, too. The space scanner is probably the most important. Armored exoskeleton is not important, but it just jumps our tree forward. Although we'll actually be pretty good at ground combat because we've got the... what is it? We've got the... Where's force fields? We've got the deflector shield, and then we're going to have armored exoskeleton, so we'll actually be pretty decent at ground combat. And then terraforming plus 30 is a biggie as well. That's going to help us quite a bit. Add 20 million pop on every planet. Fusion drives. It's not a big jump from Warp 3 to Warp 4, but Warp 4 is really nice because then you can have movement 3 tiles in combat. You can move 3 tiles per turn. And if you add the inertial stabilizer, you can move 4 tiles per turn. So you can have some very, very speedy ships. And then we just need better weapons tech. I should dial down construction spending. I really don't need this much spending on construction. That was a higher priority earlier. But I don't think we need it as much now. I have pretty even spending in most fields right now, but that's fine overall. And other than that, we're just kind of chilling right now because there's not a lot we can... Like, we can't go on the offensive against anyone. We're not strong enough to do that. And we did get a spying report on the Bears. All right. So they have Robotics 4. That's unfortunate because that means we can't trade for Robotics 3. They do not have Inertial Stabilizer, though. So here's a chance to get something, get a pretty nice goodie from them. And I'm thinking we might want to get some kind of weapons tech from them because they have some nice weapon stuff. If we could get like fusion beam, that would be really nice. Enhanced eco restoration would be great. I'd love enhanced eco, but they won't trade it because it's their top tech. We don't need anything in propulsion with them. Class 4 deflectors would be nice as well, but it's not worth trading for Class 3 because it's only one more than what we have. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's got to be weapons tech here. Yeah, they have Death Spores. That's concerning. Death Spores are never great, but the AI sure loves them. Let me screenshot this so I can refer back to it. See if there's anything we can get with them. All right. But yeah, they're up to relaxed with us. They seem pretty friendly with us. Yeah, the bioweapons are basically just in there for the AI to hurt the player. They're not very useful for the human player. All right, what can we get here? Well, all this stuff is useless. Are you going to come up with a real offer or not? I mean, I guess we could use this temporarily, but not for that. Sublight drives. That's better than what they have. Yeah, they only have Warp 2 engines. No, not when we're close to getting plus 30. Is there anything else you'd want to trade for? Deep space scanner. We're researching the better scanner than this. If they want it cheaply, no. Forget it. Goodbye. If you're not going to come up with a real offer, Bear Boy, we can maybe come back later. Maybe we can come back with them later. All right, so we got a report on everybody. We'll just go back to, we'll tick down to just 2 ticks and try to keep accurate info on everybody. When we get we'll see when we have a bunch of techs ready to pop. We might be able to trade. Well, not ready to pop, but in the works. We might be able to trade later on. Okay. All right. Well, next thing that's going to be upcoming is going to be the council vote. We have a council vote in 8 turns. And highest pop is definitely the Borathi. I'm hoping that they'll be up against the Sakra. They might be up against me. Hopefully they won't pull a bunch of alliance nonsense, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. All right, we're going to get chased away from this planet. In fact, I think I'm just going to move my scout out of the way preemptively. Because they are definitely going to grab that world. It's not like I have a scanner or anything so to tell what's on there. All right, we're done terraforming. So now we can go back to building factories over here. Right in the middle of the fat part of the population bell curve. And every planet is pretty much just maxed out and doing research because we don't have anything else to do right now. Except Seagull's building bases. And as I said, Seagull's going to build bases for a very long time. If this was a more urgent... Now, again, look at my waste cleanup cost. Look how much I'm still spending on waste cleanup. I really wish I had improved eco restoration. It would help so much. But who's the only one who has improved eco? Where is it? Planetology. So the Klakons don't. The Mechlars don't. Well, a lot of people don't have improved eco. These guys don't. Is it just the Bears? Who has improved eco restoration? Okay, the Bears have it. Oh, maybe I can... I'll check back with them in another turn or two. All right, they don't have any alliances this turn. It's really... one of the dumb things about Master of Orion is how they sign and break alliances constantly in the early game. I will try to come back for improved eco restoration because they were willing... Like, there was some stuff they wanted from me, but I don't want to... You don't want to bug them too often. They actually get annoyed if you talk to them too often in this game. Uh-oh, what's this? Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. That's not a great sign. All right, that means that they are looking to come my way. Oh, and they actually sent out back the diplomat too. Okay. At least their weapons kind of suck. Well, their weapons are not very good, but it sure would be nice if we could get some additional... if we could get up like a class 4 deflector, that would actually really help. Still, we're pretty much protected against most of what they have because their weapons tech is pretty bad. They don't have death spores, do they? They do not have death spores. Okay. We'll see what we can do if we have to head down that route. All right, they're now allied with the Sakra temporarily. They're allied. Sakra's allied with everybody. Their shields are poor too. It's true. They don't have a planetary shield. But we don't. What would we do? The only weapon. What would we do against them right now? We'd have to at least fit the. We'd have to at least get their blaster research done. Not much we can do right now. Yeah. Again, I think the best thing to do is research and finish this improved space scanner so I can see where the heck these ships are going, because I can't really respond to attacks just yet because I don't know where these ships might be going yet. Other than that, all my planets have at least some minimal base count on them. So like they're not sitting ducks. And yeah, I think that's about it. So there's the Meklar planet that just finished. It's not great, but we'll just have to keep an eye out. There's the copyright protection. All right, yeah, we're just filling up these light bulbs. We'll be a lot stronger if we can finish all these techs. All right, let's go back to the bears. Now that it's been a couple turns and see if we can get improved eco from them. Nope, they're still not willing to trade it. Yeah, that's the tech I really want. It would do a lot for my econ. All right, have these guys gotten anything new yet? No, they haven't gotten any. Oh my god, they have advanced soil enrichment? What the heck is going on with their planetology tech? They have advanced soil enrichment. What the heck? Oh man, okay. Well, better they go nuts on the planetology tech than the weapon tech for right now. Jeez, okay. What the heck is going on there? Advanced soil enrichment. We're on turn 100 and we're on turn 120 in this game. That's wild. Maybe they'll grow enough pop that they can get nominated in the council. I would actually like that if they got nominated in the council. All right, Borathi are not allied with anyone. Advanced soil. Oh, hello. What's this? What's this? All right, that's a sign that they are coming. So we need to get what we can here. Now, I don't know what's on their ships, of course. So we need to do whatever reserve spending we can here at Emu. And we're going to have to feed the reserve. So that's not great. But we should be able to get at least a few more bases built up before they get here. It's definitely Emu they're coming for. All right. So we need to feed the reserve. So we can double production again next turn. In anticipation. Too bad we can't name Emu. Yeah, it's interesting that Emu is the planet they want to keep. Now, I mean, it just depends on what's on these ships. And we really, really would like to get another point of shielding. We really would like to get a 8 points of shielding instead of 7. That would help a lot. Let me just see if there's anyone else who might be willing to trade. Because, like, these guys have class 4 deflectors. Maybe I can trade something to them. I don't know that I have anything that these guys want. We can check, though. We did get some ECM tech, too. Okay, that's never a great sign. How about the Sakura? They have class 3 deflectors. You know, normally I wouldn't trade for class 3, but in this situation where I'm just trying to get more shielding, maybe. No. Nope. Never mind. Okay, not willing to trade shielding tech to us. And I think we recently asked the bears. I'll try the bears on next turn. Wish I could talk to the humans. I wish I knew where this is going too. It's probably going to Yarrow, in all likelihood. Alright. We do have enough reserve spending to be able to double production here each turn. So that means we can build... I mean, we'll be able to have almost 15 bases by the time they get here. I think we have another turn after this. Nope, they just don't want to... Yeah, they just don't want to trade their shielding tech. Alright, nope. Definitely not. Alrighty, looks like we're not going to be able to trade for anything here, unfortunately. Now, we have a council vote in 3 turns, and the Borathi are not allied with anyone at the moment. In terms of tech, we are... I also wish we could get something better. I wish we had some armor for our bases, too. At least we do... I've just said this. At least we do have the ECM-3 if they're shooting missiles or bombs against us. That'll help a fair bit. But I wish we had more armor so that we had more than the default 50 HP. It is what it is. Unfortunately, that stupid repulsor beam is not going to do anything. And we only have Hyper X's, which are not great. What's the shielding look like on the Klakons? All right, they have... I hope they don't have Class 4 deflectors on those ships, because Hyper X's are not going to do much against that. Instead, I think we have one more turn. Oh, Bulrathi... Wait, what the... Okay. Bulrathi are attacking. Okay. Ooh, a heavy fusion. That's not good. At least they're very slow. Okay. Now, the attack level is very low on these ships, but the heavy fusion beams do way too much damage. Okay, fortunately, the shielding's not that high. That they have no armor on these ships, and the speed is very slow, but we have to fire on the Grizzly stack for sure. I hope this does some damage here. We can also maybe bait out an attack with the, like the scouts, instead of it hitting the planet. We got that laser stack too. Okay, we're killing some of them. I was not anticipating the Bulrathi coming here. I guess this is one of those things where if I had the scanner tech, I'd be able to see. Okay, here's where I need... Well, they actually didn't do that much damage, did they? Okay, that wasn't as bad as I had feared. How much does this have left? One more shot and then we'll take out the next one. Okay. Haha! 4 damage! Eat it. Nice, we took out that whole stack. Ha! Eat it. I think they're gonna run. Nope. They'll let me stick around to shoot all the ships down. I don't know if you can tell, but they actually did have difficulty hitting my ships here. Alkari dodginess is pretty good. Ah, we got all but one. Okay, they didn't really do anything there. Cool. Could have been worse. I was not expecting Big Bird to get attacked there. But good thing I built the 10 bases, right? Good thing I built the 10 bases. All right, Emo, as I said, we should be able to get a few more built here, and we can probably stop reserve spending because either we'll stop this attack here. Yeah, we'll have 14. Can I get another base out? No. You can squeeze out an extra base sometimes by polluting the planet for one turn, which can be worthwhile to do. All right, again, we need to finish these techs, so that's why I'm continuing to have most of the planets on research, except poor little Seagull. All right, 1210 research. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we have a good report on the Meklar. They actually have the biotoxin antidote. Anyway, welcome those of you who just got here. Just continue cycling through so we can keep accurate info on everybody. We have a council vote in 3 turns. The Bulrathi are not allied with anyone, so I think we're okay. I think we're good there. I actually think the Klakons might be nominated against the Bulrathi because they have that advanced eco. They have that advanced soil enrichment at a ridiculously early time, which is pretty wild. All right. So, yeah, we just got to hope for the best. We tried to trade for stuff, but there wasn't anything we could trade for. So we'll just hope for the best. It's just going to depend on what's on those ships. I don't know what's on them. All right. What's on them? All right, not bad. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We're safe. So this also gives us a scan on every single one of the current Klakon designs. So the laser ship is utterly irrelevant. The heavy laser, also utterly irrelevant. Gatling laser, utterly irrelevant. Neutron blaster, not inconsequential, but my shielding is enough to stop it. And the neutron blaster can't damage my bases. The heavy blast cannon can. This can. because it's the heavy version. But fortunately, they only put one heavy blast cannon. I was worried that they had if this design had like 5 heavy blast cannons on it, we'd be in some trouble here. Note that they did put the inertial stabilizer that I traded them onto their design, so there is a penalty to putting these things on. All right, 3 points of shielding will stop a good bit of our damage, but fortunately not all of it. So we just have to fire at the knight stack, because that's the only thing that can actually hurt us. But most of their ships are... The only one that can hurt us is the knight. Everything else is irrelevant. Now, if we had not traded for Planetary Shield 5, we would be so dead right now. So, hooray for that. Now, I wish I'd done a little bit more damage with these shots. Did not do as much as I was hoping for. Okay. I think we have enough here to hold, because I wish I had more, as I said, I wish I had, if I had just like 1 or 2 more points of shielding, it would be, I mean, we are killing one of them with like every shot, but he will get some bases here, but it looks like we have enough, because my base is only at 50 HP, which is part of the problem. Well, that was a good shot that did 19. But as we kill his stack, he'll be doing less and less damage each round. Of course, I'll be doing less damage each round, too. Oh my god, a 21. Ow. But I think that we win this. I'm pretty confident that we win this. Because, like, he started out with 21, and we started out with 14. So, like, his number's been going down a lot faster. So, again, in response to that one comment in the YouTube video last time, this is why the heavy version can be useful sometimes. The heavy version gives them enough damage to shoot past my bases. Still, now, like, if we had 10 bases here instead of 14, I don't know if we hold this planet. And, like, that's why Master of Orion is such a great game. Because, like, in a lot of the Civilization games, you can build, like, walls or not walls. In Master of Orion, it's like, well, you can build 1 base or 10 or 500. And sometimes having 500 is what you need to keep the planet alive. Because everything's done on such a big scale. The game... Yeah, okay, we killed them all. Okay, I mean, we just blew up 21 large ships. That's a big stack to kill. And then that stack's going to have to leave. So the only thing that matters is that large design. Let's just see. Hopefully they build a lot of those other ships. Alright, so they've got 7 knights. So that knight design is the one we have to care about. They don't see too many of them just yet. I'm seeing a lot of their other older designs. Yeah, okay. I don't see much that's too threatening. Now, if they had sent that stack at Seagull instead of at Emu, I think we would have been in a lot of trouble there. All right, now they probably blew up a few factories. They got laser weapons don't do much damage to factories, so they got a couple of them. All right. So we're still at 10 bases. I think that's fine for right now until we can see. Again, we're close to popping the improved space scanner, which is what I need so I can actually see where the heck these guys are going. Yeah, also Master of Orion taking options off the table via gaps in tech progression forces adaptation. Absolutely. Can you imagine in Civ 4 if like the tech tree was different every time you played? Like that would make for an awesome game. Even though Civ 4 is already a really good game. All right, terraforming plus 30 on the table next. I am actually not at war with the Klakons. No, good question. We are actually still we're actually still on relaxed terms, but they canceled our non-aggression pact, and when the AI does that, it's usually a sign that they're coming for you. Now we have 1 more turn until the council vote. All right, the Bulrathi have no alliances, so we should be pretty safe here. The Bulrathi will definitely be nominated, and I think the Klakons are going to be up against them here. I might vote for the Klakons if I'm up against them. That would slightly hurt relations with the Bulrathi, but they're not that close to me, and I wouldn't mind getting the Diplo boost with the bugs because they're right on top of me. Give me a little bit more time here to build up. I'm still a little disappointed none of the races have started fighting yet. Like, they've just all stayed peaceful thus far. Not even one of them has attacked another one. Also, the Meklar are pretty scary. I really do not want the Meklar coming after me. All right, council vote time. It's definitely the Bulrathi. Who else is nominated? Yeah, it is the Sakro nominated against them. Okay, the Meklar abstain with 7. Okay. So the Sakro have 8 votes, so they're very close to the Meklar. He has 10. Okay, so it's pretty close. I think we have 7 votes as well. Klakons have 8. Okay. So the Klakons were the Klakons were actually tied with the Sakra. Okay. Oh, okay. So it wasn't the Klakons, it was the Sakra. Never mind. I actually thought that was the Klakons. Okay. All right. Well, you can see who the runt is in this galaxy. All right, yeah, we have 7 votes. Honestly, if it's the Sakra, I don't need to boost relations with them. I think we just abstain here. We get a very small relations hit with each, the Bulrathi and the Sakra, but if I had voted for one, the other one would have really gotten upset with me. Sure. We'll sign a non-aggression pact with you, with no intention of fighting you anytime soon. All right, so Emu is remaxed on its factories. Now, is there anywhere else we think... This is the fleet that's retreating. This is just random ships flying around. It's just hard for me to see if any of these planets are getting attacked right now. Okay, so we made it through another council vote. Hi, Grillo. Thanks for popping in. Grillo and I did a really awesome Teamfight Tactics game last night, and he recorded his point of view, so I'm going to put it up on YouTube. I have to record it over the weekend, and it'll probably be up on early next week, but not to get too far astray, but a really cool Spoils of War game that Grillo did, which is pretty awesome, that I'm looking forward to putting together. Anyway, yeah, as Charlotte said, the reason why the tech tree works is so many techs are the same tech but better, which is part of what makes this game work so well. Obviously, with every tech doing unique things, it wouldn't work if some of them were missing from the game. I did a write-up a long time ago on my website where I talked about trying to combine together some of the best features of Master of Orion and Civ into something I called New Civ, which I think would be an amazing game if anyone ever made it, but I doubt that's ever going to happen. Anyway, Birdbath is still developing away, still cooking over here in the oven. We're just trying to hold our 8 planets for right now and wait until an opportunity presents itself. We need to get to a higher tech level. We can't really do anything with the techs we have right now. And the AIs are like all over the place in my territory. But for the time being, so like we had some attacks come after us, but we brushed them aside for the time being. Again, without the scanner, you really do have to watch the map. It's a good thing I saw that attack coming at Emo, because if I hadn't spotted that attack ahead of time, I don't think I would have been able to stop it. Again, we also need to watch for that knight design, just to see if there's any of them, because that's the design. Like all these horseman designs and paladin designs are irrelevant. Our shielding stops. All right, here's their big fleet right here, but it only has 7 knights in it, so it's like whatever. I'm not worried, but we'll just try to watch where this goes, because this is clearly their main fleet. But until they put more knight designs in play, or until they scrap one of their designs and come up with a new one, we don't really need to worry that much. Alrighty, again, just continuing our see what they got spying. Alright, these guys got the class 5 planetary shield. They're actually starting to get a little bit stronger now. Their computer tech sucks, though. We actually would have a pretty good opportunity to steal techs from these guys, but I don't want to bring... I'm not worried about the Sakra. It's just they have alliances with multiple other AIs. I don't want to bring the whole AIs... I don't want to get dogpiled here, so it's just not worth it trying to steal from them and have them catch me, declare war, and then all of a sudden I'm in a formal war with the Sakra and the Klakons, etc., etc. It's just too dangerous. There's no reason to do that right now. So when I discover this next round of tech, I'll see if I can trade for some other stuff. Because like I'm going to get some useful stuff. The space scanner, the plus 30 terraforming, although I'm generally hesitant to give out terraforming text to the AI. Fusion drives will probably have some decent trade value. The neutron blaster will not, but like I said, I have some decent stuff that I can trade around. And otherwise, we're still just chilling. Now, where's that big stack that here it is. It's here at Weinel. This is their biggest stack. I would say I need to keep building bases at Seagull, but I already am building bases at Seagull. Big Bird has the 10 bases. I did build all the... Yeah, I still have max factories here. I can stop this stack right now if it goes for Big Bird, so I'm not going to build more bases if I can already stop it. So there's no point in building more. It's actually better to keep feeding tech for the time being if we don't have any design we need to worry about. And Big Bird's just chilling in there. It's already at it's at like 1.5 times factory count for population right now. And yeah, it needs to get up to what, 250-ish factories. It's not going to be that much longer. Maybe 10 more turns and it'll be done, and then it can help out as well. Yeah, look at this. We're about to discover a big round of techs here. And then, as I said, we might be able to trade for some stuff. But yeah, sometimes in Master of Orion, the best play is just to sit back and keep next turning. All right, there we go. This is the one we wanted, improved space scanner. Now I can finally see where the heck the AI ships are going. Oh, and plus 30 terraforming on the same turn. Let's go. That's a biggie. Now, this does actually, obviously we want to do this. We need to get bigger. We need more population, etc., etc. The danger, though, is by doing this, we probably do get nominated in the council. So that will mean a little bit more danger in the council votes. But we're still going to do this anyway. So we're adding 20 million pop. We have plus 10 terraforming. We're going to plus 30. It costs 4 BC per million, so that costs 80 BC to terraform, to do this round of terraforming. And because we have few enough planets, we'll do that manually. Okay, so at the next tier, we could go for a battle computer. We actually don't have much in the way of battle computers, but battle computers tend to be easy to get because there's a BC tech at every single tech rung. We're going to take robotics 4. Again, we might not be fighting anyone in the immediate future, but we 100% want robotics 4. The factories are really good. So we're going to take that. And then, oh, okay, we have soil enrichment. Let's go. You could say plus 40 terraforming, but plus 40, if we have plus 30, then plus 40 doesn't do that much, whereas soil enrichment is going to be really nice. It converts all standard planets to fertile environments, and it raises their base size by 25%. Really, really nice. It does not affect hostile planets, but we actually don't have any hostile planets. Now, the downside to this, though, is we're missing some of the hostile techs. We have controlled dead, but we don't have anything beyond that. Like, we don't have inferno, toxic, or radiated. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. We might have to trade for one of those, but still, those are very, very key techs. Both of those are great techs. All right, now that we've gotten these 2 techs that just came in, bumps up our tech levels a fair bit. Yeah, okay. Well, first of all, improve space scanner. Let's see, is anyone attacking us? Now we can hit F8, and we can see if anyone is attacking us. No one is, thank goodness. Now we can see where all the enemy ships are going. Like, we knew that ship was going there. We have this ridiculous conga line of the Mechlars. This is why I really did not want them to have this planet, because now we have Mechlar ships running around in our backlines everywhere, which is not good. But there's not much we could do about it. They showed up with the entire Death Fleet there. So it's not like I could stop them. But now we can hit F8 every turn, and we can see if anyone's attacking us. Yeah, I wish you could refuse the nomination. Well, I mean, that would be nice, but that would probably make the game a little too easy. Wow, look at this. We're all the way up at calm with the Mechlars. Why do they like us so much? By the way, we're still amiable with the Klakons, even though they haven't had their diplomat here for quite some time. All right, let's see if there's anything we can get with our new techs here. We're kind of doing a lot of trading in this game, which is something I sometimes take. Oh my god, they have Omega V-Bomb. We do not want to fight these guys. We have to stay peaceful with the Mechlar no matter what. Oh my god, they would annihilate us if they fought them right now. Let's see if there's anything they want. I think I'm actually going to dial up my trade agreement with these guys because I want us to keep them on good terms. Okay. Not a lot there. Neutral pellet gun and improved terraforming. Yeah, that's yeah, they obviously didn't have anything that they wanted. Oh, I should have dialed up the trade agreement with them. Let's do that. They're not going to like me talking to them this much, but let's dial up our trade agreement. I need to keep them on good terms. We'll go to the max. That's going to hurt our economy slightly, but we need to keep these guys. We cannot get into a shooting war with these guys anytime soon. It would go very poorly for us if we did. So let's keep them on good terms, hopefully. All right, let's see if there's anything we can get with these with the snakes. Only controlled tundra. Okay. Come back with... Okay, never mind. They had nothing. Nothing they wanted to trade us. We'll do the Bullwrath. Actually, we're about to get an updated spying report with them. As soon as we get an updated spying report with them, I'll do that. Okay, so terraforming. We need to terraform. By the way, my local environment looks ridiculous. I have so many enemy ships flying around in my territory. All right, so we need 80 BC. We'll measure that out real quick. 80 BC, boom, boom, boom. And then we put the rest into building the new factories. Some planets can terraform more easily than others, the bigger they are. So it's like the bigger the planet, the easier it is to terraform, but the bigger the planet, the less valuable terraforming is, which is kind of an interesting way that works out. All right, so you measure out the 80 BC. So like Seagull was base size 30. It's going to be base size, it's going to be 60 after this. A 60 planet is still very small, but obviously a size 60 planet is a lot better. Size 30 with the base robotic controls can only build 60 factories, right? Because initially when you start out, it's population times 2. So, 60 factories on this planet to start. Well, this will be size 60, and we can do 3 times factories. So we can stack up 180 factories. Like, that's a big change to go from 60 factories to 180. You can see how the planets get much better. Now, like, Big Bird's not going to improve that much from the terraforming because Big Bird's already... Big Bird's already a huge planet, but still. All right, Bird Bath. Yeah, we should terraform you as well while we're at it. Might as well. You're going to need another tick, though. Okay, Condor. Condor, I'm going to terraform you, but then I'm going to have the rest go into tech, because one planet needs to stay on tech. Licky, you're also going to benefit a lot, because you are also one of our smallest worlds. Okay. That should be enough to do the terraforming. And Emo, since everybody seems to like attacking you. Alright, we only have 95 BC going into research, but this will get the terraforming done. Welcome, not Spambot. Got all these ships flying around. Oh, cool, fusion drives as well. Alrighty. We are, as the Yelkari, we are excellent in propulsion research. Okay, now this is not a great setup here. We have no option to move. We'll have to take range 9 to move the tech tree forward. That's not great. Range 9 is not that useful, but we actually are only operating on range 5, so it's not terrible. It will put us in contact with the humans when we finish this. And it means we basically don't really have to worry about range ever again after this. Range 9 is enough to go pretty much wherever you would want. It's hard to think of a situation where you would not be able to reach a planet you wanted to go to with range 9. I guess if, like, Orion is here, we couldn't reach Orion, but, like, if Orion's here, we're not going all the way down there regardless. All right, and it looks like that planet that was over there got snapped up by the Meklar. They're pretty big in this galaxy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they have 10 planets. That's a lot for the Meklar. I'm pretty concerned about them. Still, I think our main goal for expanding is go through the Klakons. Just like they're so intertwined with me. If we can go through them, that would certainly be helpful. Oh, we can also see the humans. Are we in contact with them? Just out of curiosity. Nope, we're still not in contact with them. Anyway, did we get a report on the bears yet? Okay, we got an updated report. Oh, they have class 10 planetary shield now. That's nice. That's nice. I wonder if they have anything they'd be willing to trade me. I'd love to have that, but they won't trade it because the AI will not trade their top tech, but they might be willing to trade the class 4 or class 5 deflectors for something. They also have robotics 4. They're pretty strong in this game. The stronger bear than you would normally see. Their weapons are also quite good. The fusion beam and the pulson missiles would go right through what I have right now. I'm going to keep these guys on good terms too. Let's see if there's anything I can trade them that they might want. Okay, I mean, they trade death spores, but none of this is stuff I would particularly want. Oh, no. Okay, the class 3 deflectors I actually will trade for, as long as it's not a ridiculous price. For fusion drives, no, that's a ridiculous price. Well, actually, they already have... I'm looking at what they have. They have Warp 3. This only gets them to Warp 4. Actually, I will do that, even though it's a kind of a bad trade. They already have Warp 3, so giving them Warp 4 doesn't help them that much. And giving me an extra point of shielding helps a lot in these little brush wars. Yeah, we're not invading the bears anytime soon. They still have improved eco restoration too, but they won't trade it to me. No. Yeah, see, we talked to them too many times. I do like the fact that the AI will just be like, we've talked to you too much. Well, we actually now could talk to the Klakons again. Their tech is actually not that good. Let's see, aside from the advanced soil enrichment, let's get an updated scouting report on them and then see if there's anything we can do. All right, we have to reallocate spending because we just finished terraforming. All right, so now we can build, let's see. The new pop max here is, so this planet can build 40 more factories. Yeah, it's not going to do that in one turn. I don't think so anyway. So let's, oh wait, you're not done terraforming? What the heck? Oh, I guess I came up just slightly short here. Well, that's fine. We'll finish it this turn then. Seagull has a lot of population to grow because it's going from 40 up to 60. It has a lot of factories to build too. You know what? I'll probably overbuild the factories in some places and then do some reserve spending here. All right, we're not getting attacked. I just verified that we're not actually getting attacked anywhere. Get those factories up. Birdbath is done terraforming as well. So now its new factory max is 315, so it still has a ways to go, but it's building the factories pretty quickly. Helps that we have that improved industrial 6 tech. Same thing here at Condor. All right, Condor, you're going to stay on tech, though, because you're the only planet on research. While the other planets are maxing out. Because you're like the safest planet, so I can afford to have you be short of max factories, more so than the others. Because you're way in the back lines. Although, not that far in the back lines, because there's that stupid Meklar planet right there. We're basically playing like the Holy Roman Empire in this game. Basically playing like the Holy Roman Empire because our borders are so intertwined with one another. No clear boundaries anywhere. Yeah, you need like 50 more factories. Okay, so the next couple turns we're just going to be building up our factories. And then hopefully we'll get those blasters. But we definitely got a lot more secure. Now we can see where the enemy ships are going. We've got an extra point of shielding that we picked up. And, okay, well, force fields we're researching are basically a useless tech. But, yeah, our tech levels are looking better. Except weapons, for whatever reason. The Palatinative Smirch. Yeah. Okay, Big Bird's already maxed out its factories. Oh my god, Big Bird. Okay, well, you just need... Let's have you regrow your missing pop. So that you just max out. And then, yeah, now you can carry the research load. Okay. Man, that's a Big Bird. That's a good planet there. All right, we're not getting attacked. Just verify that as usual. How about Nest? How close are you? Okay, you only need 4 more factories, so you're definitely going to max them out. Let's see if we can build those factories and then put the rest into eco spending. Whereas most of these other planets are going to need a few more turns to get their factories done. It's just these giant planets get them done so fast. I do not think you're going to finish them. All right, Seagull, you need a while. Big Bird, we already checked in on you. Birdbath, good job. Condor, you can now go to the factories. Licky, you're not going to finish. Emu, you're not going to finish. Okay. Okay, cool. Do we get an updated report on these guys yet? Nope. Need another turn there. I am impressed at how good our diplomacy's been in this game. Like, Alkari do not have great diplomacy, but so far it's been working. All right, Emu. Okay, Emu actually did max its factories. I did not think it would. In that case, we need to grow the pop so the factories can work. All right, Nest, you have almost grew all your pop last turn. Just grow the one that we need. And Kestrel. Okay, wow, that was fast. Okay, so we've pretty much remaxed most of these planets at the higher tech levels. Our new planetary total is 2,700. I think we were at like 2,200 before this, something like that. We have a little mini reserve there. All right, as always, got to check every turn to see if someone's attacking you. It does not appear that they are. Seagull, you are still working on those 4 factories. Poor Seagull. Wait, Big Bird. Okay, Big Bird, you can just be all on research now. If we could only, we could get some more waste cleanup tech. We're burning a lot of our income every turn on waste cleanup, sadly. You need a few more turns to get those factories built. And Licky also needs like probably another turn. All right, still looking for the updated report there. The only one we have is reduced industrial waste 80%. That's the only one we have. We do not have improved eco or enhanced eco. They're both missing from the tree. What's this? This is probably not good. Uh-oh. Waste is you have to spend it. It just is a drag on your economy. You have to spend it every turn. Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, that is so not good that we might have to take some diplomatic steps. Because we cannot have these guys coming after us. All right, we got some Bullrathi incoming pretty fast, too. Well, let's get some bases up, shall we? All right, the Meklar, we might need someone, we might need someone to go distract them, and I think the Klakons would be the best choice. I am very worried about that. What are the Klakons? All right, their weapons are still pretty bad, although they do have fusion beam now. Heavy fusion beams would be very concerning. Let's dial these guys up and see if my good best friends, the Klakons, might be interested in going to war against the Meklar. Okay, not interested there. How about my good friends, the Bulrathi? They're allied, but even though they're allied, they will still declare war on them sometimes if you ask. Okay. Sometimes they'll still agree. Sometimes they agree, even though they probably shouldn't. Well, we're going to keep trying to work the diplomatic wheels here and there. We'll keep trying here and there. All right, let's see if there's anything we can get from these guys. Okay. Oh, we actually do want an improved battle computer tech. Let's see what they want for this. Fusion drives and robotics 3. Let's see. They have sublight drives. I don't really want to give them robotics 3, not for something that's only a minor improvement over what I have. I might do it for Durloy, but not for this. Okay. Well, there goes that diplomat. Alright, so Big Bird. We only have 2 turns before they get here, and I don't know what's on their designs. Yeah, they could have some pretty good stuff on there. If they have pulse-on missiles, that's going to be not great. So we'll go ahead and transfer what we can, and then we'll get a full turn of reserve spending next turn. That Big Bird. This is why you got to check the spy report every turn. Okay. So the planets that are done terraforming need to feed the reserve. Emu, you're basically done at this point. And because Big Bird is such a big planet, the good news is it can actually build bases very quickly. Condor, I need you to put a turn into tech, so somebody's still on tech. All right. Well, let's see what's going to happen here. Hey, Wolo. There's a lot of fighting. It looks like there's some kind of fighting going on over there. All right, so Licky's done with its factories, so we'll have it grow pop. Okay. All right, transfer to Big Bird. Oh, wow, we still couldn't, even with this, we couldn't quite double the production because Big Bird is so large. Okay, I really hope, this is not looking good. Well, let's deal with Big Bird first. That is not looking good over there. Just squeeze out the extra base. I said that we needed to stay at peace with the Meklar at all costs. Absolutely could not afford a war with them. Yeah, the problem is these guys have Omega V bombs and stingers. Maybe they've got a lot of ion cannons. Maybe. Nothing's really happened thus far except that the AI is starting to poke at me. And I'm pretty safe against most of the AIs, but the Meklar are the big exception, and unfortunately, they are making their presence known. Like I said, they got these 3 planets here. They just kind of showed up out of nowhere and grabbed these, and then they took this toxic planet, and now they're shoving further north. Yeah, it's not great. The fact that they're running around up here is not a good sign. We'll see what we can do, but I'm not feeling great right now about how this is going. Really need them to get distracted with a war against somebody else. can at least ask the Sakura. Yeah. All we can really do is accept that that planet's dead. Alright, well... we got the Sakura to declare war on them. Not the one I was hoping for, but that'll maybe distract them. The Sakura are not the closest. Well, we're about to see, because the Sakura are way over here. They do have a planet over here. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, but Seagull looks pretty dead. Unless there's, by some miracle... I don't really see much hope, though. We'll build the base as we can, but as I said, I'm not holding out much hope against the Meklar Death Fleet that's coming. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ooh, Pulsons. That's not great, but at least the Pulsons will run out. So the Grizzly is the one we have to shoot at. Heavy Fusion Beam. Oh my. So the Heavy Fusion Beam does... how much damage? It's more than our shield stop. And of course they have infinite shots. Alright, let me put this on the screen so you can see. So the base fusion beam deals 4 to 6. So that gets halved against planetary targets. That's 2 to 8 against the planet. The heavy fusion beam still does 2 to 15. We only have 8 points of shielding. So that's definitely enough to get through our shields. The other problem is those pulsons are going to hurt. Now they'll run out, because missiles only have a limited quantity, but the pulsons deal 20 damage per shot. We only have 8 points of shielding. So, ouch. That's kind of the takeaway there, is that's going to hurt. I definitely do not need the bears running up here, causing problems. But we have to shoot at this stack of 11 ships. How much shielding do they have? Well, they have only 3 points of shielding. That's good, but I really could use a better weapon, too. At least this is only speed 1. Thank goodness. 16... oh, I'm really glad they only brought one of this design, because they're firing 80 pulson missiles at a time, and that's really nasty. Still, this is the stack we have to fire at. Maybe we'll get lucky, and they'll fire some of the shots at my stupid lasers. They actually are wasting shots on my lasers. And I'm actually dodging a surprising number of these, too. Yeah, they've actually already fired most of these pulson missiles, so that's good. Man, Alkari's ships are very speedy. Okay, we did, like, no damage to that ship. Ow. Well, we held off this attack, in part because they wasted a lot of their missiles. Still, the AI is has been pretty ruthless in this game so far. They are not giving me much space. Alright, well, we fought him off at Big Bird yet again. Big Bird's been the target a couple times now. Good thing Big Bird is such a strong planet. Alright. So we held him off again for the time being. Actually, Big Bird should probably dump a turn into the reserve, just so we have a reserve available here. Yeah, we're still firing Hyper X's. We definitely could use a better weapon than that. At least we were able to get... I mean, I think the ECM Jammer 3 is helping there. Fortunately, the AI is not really leaving me alone right now. Let's see what's going on in terms of the reporting here. All right, so the Borathi are not involved in anything. Meklar are involved in that war that we saw. Yeah, it just... The big problem is the Meklar. I'm actually holding my own just fine against everybody else, but these guys are just... Yikes. Their weapons tech is quite scary. Quite scary. My fleet power, yeah, seriously. But there's no point in building ships right now. And you see this tech gap is kind of ugly, but that's normal on impossible. Our production, so like in terms of production and planets, we're right there with the AI, but the tech gap we have to work our way out of is pretty nasty. Not unusual for this game, though. All right, let's go ahead and make sure our planets are doing what they should be doing. Okay, we'll just cycle through real quickly. Kestrel, okay. Poor seagull. This poor planet. Well, bird bath is almost maxed out. That's good. Needs a little while longer. Condor is remaxed, and looks like Licky is done as well. That's good. Just wish I wasn't about to presumably lose a world over here at Seagull. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna be able to do against that. Just kind of have to hope that the Meklar get distracted and leave me alone for the time being. We technically are still on good terms, right? We still have relaxed relations, but that doesn't stop the AI in this game. Yeah, the Meklar tend to build... Like, you just don't want to see a strong Meklar. You really don't. It's like them and the Cylons are two of the worst. Alright, what do we have here? You know, it's a lot of missiles here. The problem is the missiles are going to do enough damage, they probably just kill the bases. But it's not as bad as I thought. Honestly, it's not as bad. The problem is it just have so many missiles. If we had just a little bit more shielding, we'd actually be okay here. The fact that there's no Omega Vs is good. Yeah, the fact that there's no Omega Vs is really a good sign. The problem is I only have 8 points of shielding, though. So, like, even these Merculite missiles will still get through and hit. Maybe not. Maybe they won't do that much. They only have attack level 1, so that's good. I'm more worried about these Ajaxes, because the Stingers do 15, and we only have 8 points of shielding. They also have a higher attack level, and there's 52 of them. And they have the 5-count launcher, not the 2-count launcher. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're dead here. But the designs could be worse, honestly. They could be worse. Still, if we have to fire at something, I think we fire at the Ajax stack. I mean, we only have 10 bases, and we only have the base 50. We only have the base titanium armor, too. So, yeah, we just do not have enough to stop this. We need more shielding, to be sure. We have missile defense 4. And these guys have attack level. Yeah, we have nowhere near enough to stop this. Unless they somehow fire all of their shots at our scouts. But I don't think they're that dumb. Pretty sure this is going to hit the planet and all the missiles are going to... The planet's going to go boom. Yeah. Well, we tried. I'm kind of amazed they didn't destroy the planet instantly. With that much stuff. Yeah. Not much we can do. They're just... that's a massive death fleet. There's not much we can do. So now they'll send a population. Now they'll send population in to invade. But we might be able to buy some more time by doing some pop growth. We actually have pretty good ground technology, so we might be able to hold them off for a little while if we grow pop here. What's their ground technology look like? Okay, they have armored... Okay, they have Zortrium and armored exoskeleton. God, they have so much tech, it's insane. They have Zortrium and armored exoskeleton and fusion rifle. Okay, so we have no chance at all. Okay, I was gonna say, well, we have the deflector shield. They don't have the deflector shield, but they have Zortrium up on us and the exoskeleton and the fusion rifle. Oh my god, their tech is insane. So that ain't happening. We got no chance to hold against them. Classic Meklar, yeah, I know. It's why you don't want the Meklars to get big. If they start to get big, like, they were very slow to expand in this game. I think they were down on just these planets for a long time. But then they were able to get enough tech to jump to these 3 and that I wasn't able to claim. And then they jumped up to there, and now it's just like, oh my god. I really need the Borathi to fight them. The Borathi are or the Klakons to fight them. Hopefully the fact that we stirred up some trouble with the soccer will bring... Alright, so they've got the Klakons fighting them. They're allied. Yeah, they're allied with the Klakons. So I kind of need the Borathi to jump into war with the... I'm going to see if I can get the Borathi to fight the Meklar. I really need those two to go at it. Otherwise, I just don't really have a shot in this game. Alright. So this gives me... This is... I have to do this. I have to get the Meklar off my back. Like, if the Bears are at war with them, these two will clash down here. And then that'll provide me with some space, hopefully. Because I'm still not actually at war with the Meklar. I'm actually still on reasonably good terms with them. Just taking what they can, because they're going to go for it. It might be best if they destroy all the factories. If they steal plus 30... Well, I mean, if they do, they do. I obviously don't want them to, but... I can't destroy my. Oh, you actually can destroy your own factories. That's right. There is a way to scrap your own factories in this game. They're probably going to continue bombarding though. That's right. There is a way to scrap your factories. It's exceedingly rare to do that. I don't think I've ever done that in a game, but I can potentially do that if it looks like they're about to grab the planet. I might have to. Here comes their pop transports though. Yeah, they don't. They're killing. I mean, they're blowing up the factory, doing a pretty good job of blowing up the factories on their own. How many do they have in here? 42. Now, I mean, I actually have enough pop that I can deal with that to some extent, but they just have such an advantage in ground technology. Yeah, I believe you can scrap factories. Is that right? You can. Oh, you can scrap bases. That's it. You can scrap bases. You can't scrap factories. That's what I'm thinking of. You can scrap bases. That's my bad. I got the two confused. At least we're still only being attacked there. Actually, I also hear Charlie. He must have just woken up. Too bad we don't have the armored exoskeleton available this turn. That would be nice. Yeah, I mean, we're still relaxed with these guys. Technically, we're on good terms with them. But we'll just have to play on. Unfortunately, I don't think that there's any chance to hold this planet here. Yeah, they've blown up enough factories that it's unlikely they're going to get much. I mean, we got the hand lasers. If we had, if we had armored exoskeleton, I think we would actually hold here. Oh, well, now they got the deflector shield too. ECM Jammer 1 is not a big deal, but now they do have the deflector shield. Just to make the next invasion that much harder. Yeah, hard game is a big... Oh, okay, here they come again, right onto the next planet. Okay. Well, so far, I mean, they're sure treating it like we're at war with one another. All right, well, time to get the bases built here. We really could use... I mean, that's not as bad, but we really could use some more defenses here. I mean, we're just, like, desperately trying to hold on to what we have. The notion that, like, we can't even think about expanding anywhere. Just trying to hold on to what we've got at the moment. Ugh. Really could use some more defensive tech somewhere. Maybe we can try to get something from these guys? I don't know. We can see. I'm just like holding on by my fingernails here, trying to get something that's going to help us out. We really, really could use Duralloy armor from somebody. Oh, improved eco restoration. BC3 would be nice too, but... Okay. Improve robotics 3 or fusion. Well, they have sublight drives, so we're going to give them fusion drives. Now, this is, as you can see, kind of a terrible deal because we're getting improved eco restoration for fusion drives, which is warp 4 engines, but it actually is worthwhile for us. They already have warp 3 engines. This just gives them warp 4, and we need improved eco restoration is such a huge tech. So we go ahead and trade for that for sure. So that now they'll be faster running around, which is not great. And look, now we can't even talk to them. But like, I really need more shielding here. I wonder if there's anything I can trade to the bears for that. Let's at least get an updated spying report on the bears. The funny thing is, everybody loves me, but like the AI just goes right ahead and attacks anyway, because that's just how the game works. All right. So the nice thing is now that really helps our waste cleanup costs. The neutron blaster is not actually going to help us in this fight. And unfortunately, force field tech's not going to help us either because we have this useless repulsor beam. Maybe somebody would want to trade for it. Would be nice to get some more weapons tech because our tech level is so bad there. But I mean, yeah, well let's get an updated spying report on the bears, and then maybe we'll see if we can trade for something with them. I also might want to update my treaty with them. All right, so we need to do some reserve spending at Big Bird. I don't have a lot of reserve to... I wish I had a rich or ultra-rich planet to help out, but I do not. And we only have 7 planets now, so we're actually getting to the point where we don't have a lot of worlds left. Although Birdbath is about to come online. Birdbath's only just about done with its factories. This should max its factories out. And Condor... Why is our waste... Why did we tick up extra waste spending everywhere? Okay. I don't know that I can afford to have all my planets go on reserve spending, though, to stop this fleet. I don't know that I can afford that. Like, as much as I'd like to do more reserve spending, I kind of need to keep spending on research, too. So I don't know if I can afford that. Yeah, I would really like to talk to the humans. Unfortunately, I don't know quite what's going on over there, other than the fact that they seem to be getting attacked. Okay, well, at least we got our weapons tech to pop pretty quickly. Now what's at the next level? Okay, we need better missiles, so stingers are... we definitely have to go for the stingers here. It's not even a question. And I'm actually going to dial up spending on this because we need better weapons. This will help a lot. Yeah, I mean, we don't need graviton beam or hard beam. We just got a gun. Can't we talk to the humans? Well, they're out of range, unfortunately. See, we still don't have contact with them. Or they're out of range of us. They're over here. And we can't... I mean, you would think that we're in range, but we only have range 5 tech, and apparently they only have like range 4 or range 5 themselves. So even though they're not far, we're still not in contact, amazingly. Alright, so we still just have this attack. I think we can hold this one. I think the Big Bird will be fine. I'm glad that they're attacking at one of my strongest planets. I'm still very concerned that they're going to go after Emu here. But like, we kind of need better tech to hold this, and we're actually going to dial up spending in a lot of these fields. I think I hear somebody on his way down here. Sounds like Charlie's on his way. How's he doing?
He just woke up.
He just woke up.
Hold on while I use the restroom.
Okay. Hey, little guy. How are you doing? He just woke up. Hold on. Let me blow this up so you can see. Since he just woke up, he's a little fussy. What's going on, little guy? Yeah. He is about 5.5 weeks old. He's hungry. That's why he's making all these noises. He's got a little bear shirt on today. Hi, little guy. Oh, I know. You're hungry. I know. Here. Do you want to help me? You want to help me out here? Okay. We're checking our spending levels, little guy. Okay. So we're mostly just spending right now. I know. We're trying to get a updated spy report with these guys. Okay. He's rooting for the... he's rooting for the Borathi. He's got this little bear costume. One thing about little ones, they have really cute outfits. He has little bear feet. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Bird bath actually maxed out, too. So we're going to build our missile base there. Still only the one attack right now. Yeah. You are definitely hungry. He's doing his little chomping. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I know. He's like, why are you not solving this? Why aren't you feeding me right now? Okay. I'm going to give him back to Mom. Thanks, dear. I hope his day's going better than my day in this game so far. No? Alrighty. Yeah, so... we're still in a bit of a pickle here. Because we don't really have a lot on the immediate horizon that's going to help us out here, unfortunately. Alright, we got an update. Oh, no, we still need an updated report with the Borathi. Okay, so we're still just trying to hang on for dear life right now. I mean, Big Bird should have 30-ish bases by the time these guys get here. And that'll be enough to push back this attack, but I'm worried about what might come after that. But for now, we're still just next turning. At least we managed to get the AIs fighting each other. So hopefully they'll be distracted with each other. What's this? Something bad? Okay, well. It wasn't... It helps the AI, but... Also in the news... The Borathi took a planet off somebody. somebody somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, they hit the 12. This is the 1/4 of the galaxy message. Maybe if they took it off the Meklar, that would be good. I'm actually much more worried about the Meklar than the Bears, although the Bears are also quite strong, but the Meklar are worrying me the most right now. I kind of need to look how close this map is. I actually would kind of need these two as like a counterbalance. It's interesting that the AIs are all so closely bunched together on here. All right, so we got an updated spying report on these guys. They have very good shielding. If we could somehow get some of their shielding tech, because they have 15 points of shielding. Now, they'll never give us class 10 planetary shields, but if we could somehow get the class 4 or class 5 deflector, that would be really good. I don't know that I have anything they want, but I can at least talk to them and see. I've been doing a lot of time talking. When your position's weak, you spend a lot of time talking to the AI because you're trying to look for opportunities. Okay, none of this stuff is going to help at all. Oh. Hyper X's? What do they have in terms of whistles? They already have Pulse on, so this is fine. I don't mind doing this deal. Helps their weapons tech, helps my computer tech slightly. We already have a better scanner than this. This just improves our computer tech level a tiny bit. Okay, well, I guess we don't have anything else that we don't have anything else they want, unfortunately. Oh well. Just continuing to see if we can get anything. We do need an update on the Sakura as well. So like I said, we should have plenty of stuff here to deal with that. Deal with this attack. Maybe we can get something useful in force fields after repulsor tech gets... after we clear repulsors. Alright, Birdbath. I am hoping that Birdbath is not going to be targeted. I've mentioned this before, but stuff that's in the corner of the map seems to not get targeted by the AI. Yeah, we'll have 32 bases. I mean, that'll be enough to push back this attack, fortunately. But we really, really, really could use Zortrium or some kind of an armor upgrade. We're really hurting on that. And, I mean, we traded for class 3 deflectors and the planetary shield. We didn't have either of these in our tech tree. We traded for both of them on the shielding front. So, like, that could have been a lot worse. And if we can get stingers, that will help a lot, too. Because we're currently firing missiles that do 8 damage. This would double that to 15. So, all right. Well, let's fight off this latest attack. I am checking to make sure that there's nothing else incoming right now. Otherwise, we're just teching and hoping for an opportunity here. I really wish that the cyborgs weren't right on top of us in this game. Alright. 32 bases here. It's still the Ajax stack. Like, that's the scary one with those Stinger missiles. We'll also have to shoot down the Annihilator eventually, but, like, the Ajax stack, because it has a heavy ion cannon, but the Stingers are the dangerous ones. Fortunately, some of the missiles are getting taken out by the rocks. Just kind of have to tank these hits from the missiles, unfortunately. One more shot should do it. Ow, ow. Like, this wasn't even that huge of a force, and, like, look how much damage it did. Maybe I should have blown up the huge. Ow, like, they blew up a lot of bases there. Okay, well, the last thing I need is you guys coming after me, but I think you have enough other targets to worry about that I'll be low on the priority list. Alright, so we fought off that attack, but, like, that was our best planet, and it still blew up a lot of bases, so that was not ideal at all. Like, we held them, but that wasn't great. Let's at least get back to the 20 bases. I'm worried about what would happen if they came after me with, like, a real fleet anywhere else, because, like, they didn't really have that many ships that they went after me. We just need better shielding desperately right now, because 8 points is not enough. Can you imagine, by the way, if we had not traded for class 3 and class 5 shields? Can you imagine if we just had class 2 deflectors? The game would just be over. Like, we would just be dead. We would just have no prayer. Maybe I'll be able to trade repulsors for something. Even if I could just get class 5 deflectors, that would still be enough to block all the damage on the Merculite missiles. And a lot of their ships had Mercs on them. Like this Tormentor design has Merculites on it. Like, just stopping that damage would be a big deal. But I mean, like, if this stack goes after one of my core worlds, like, what am I going to do? I can't stop this. Fortunately, it looks like it's headed down here to this, to one of these worlds down here. So just hopefully I'm not the target. I'm hopeful that the AI is going to go after some of these other races. But I'm definitely concerned. Like, who are the Mechlars fighting? They're at war with almost everyone else, so that's good. Like, the Soccer being at war with so many other AIs. They're at war with the Mechlar and the Klakons, and they're not that close to me. I have to hope that they've got bigger fish to fry than me. I might be able to trade them something. Now that they have personal absorption shield, they might be willing to trade something for force fields. But they're currently recalled their diplomat, so. All right. It's quite a game. It's a game, all right. AI's not making this one easy. It would be nice. Again, I keep saying this. It would be nice if we could talk to the humans. All right. We did manage to remax at Big Bird, at least, on factories and population. Did max on factories, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. Just like every turn I check to see, is there an attack coming? So, again, it might seem crazy to be continuing to pump research right now, but, like, if we just sit back and build bases, we're going to lose the game. We need to defend attacks that are incoming, but we also have to rely on the fact that the AI has other targets that they want to go after over us. And we just have to rely on that to keep us safe to some extent. Like, we have to keep pumping research, because if we don't improve our tech levels, we're just going to get run over. The thing that's going to make us safe is not building, like, 20 bases on all my worlds, because even if I have, like, 30 bases, it's not going to be enough to stop their main fleet. What's actually going to protect me is getting, like, a class 10 planetary shield. If I do that, then I'm actually safe. So we need to keep like, if I get like a class 10 planetary shield and stingers, then I'm actually safe against their design. So like, that's what I need to do. Yeah. Daniel has pointed out in the chat, I find it humorous you can instigate wars against an AI and suffer no penalty. It's one of the questionable aspects of this game's balance. I try not to do that unless I'm being targeted. So like, if you notice, I didn't try to stir up wars until the AI came after me. Now, I'm not officially at war with the Mechlar or the Klakons, but like, they were coming after me. They were attacking me. So that's the only reason I did that. Like, I will leave them alone until they come after me. But once they do, I feel like it's fair game to try to do that. By the way, these guys, I wonder if they would trade me Durler or Zortrium. That would be really nice. I just don't think I have anything they want at the moment. Let's see if we can pop Repulsor Beam and see if that is something an AI would want. That can be very annoying to deal with because it shoves back ships that are not a long range, but it can sometimes have decent trade bait value. All right, well, here we go again. Another attack on Big Bird. At least we've got 5 turns. All right, well, you know, at least they're coming after Big Bird. Like, if there's any planet for them to go after, I'd rather have it be this one. And at least they're, you know, the other good thing is their engines are still pretty slow. Oof, but that's a lot of ships. 21 Ajaxes is not good. That's scary. Because, like, last time, didn't they have, like, 15 of them? I think we need to use some reserve spending here, or we're going to lose this world, unfortunately. So even though I don't want to keep... Even though I want to keep the focus on tech spending, I think I have to do some reserve spending here, which is not what I want, but let's see. If I do these 2 planets, I should be able to double the production. Cuts into my tech spending quite a bit, but I don't know what else to do. Yeah, try non-aggression. I could try a non-aggression pact with them, I suppose. We are on good terms. Let's try that. That's a good suggestion. Akari, you have no honor. Okay, well. They already have stuff way better than that. You know, I'll do this. This is they already have stuff way better than this, and this will improve our planetology. Wasn't the last time 30? Was that true? I thought that it was fewer than that. I don't know. I think I need to do reserve spending to be safe, though. Okay, so we improved our planetology tech level very slightly at the cost of improving their weapon tech level very slightly. But yeah, we're just going to stack up. We might need to get up to a 50-ish bases to be safe here, so that's what we're going to try to do. All right, still just Big Bird. I mean, Better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, we can almost double the production of this world each turn by doing this. So we can get like 7 built per turn. We have 4 more turns, so yeah, we can get up to 50-ish bases. I'd feel a lot safer with 50-ish bases here. And then maybe we don't have to build as many next time. Thankfully, the AI is leaving me alone at the other. I'm really glad they're attacking me at my strongest defended planet here. It could be a lot worse. Although I hate having to do this much reserve spending without a rich planet. But as long as, I mean, it could be a lot worse, right? I mean, they could be targeting. Oh, actually, we only have, I thought we were going to get more spending than that. Oh, well. Guess I need to put another planet on the reserve spending. 3 more turns to get, yeah, we'll have around 50 bases. Put this planet on reserve spending too. As I said, I don't love to do it, but I would not love losing Big Bird even less. We need an updated spying report on these guys. Just got to make sure we keep that going. All right. Did this drop any planets to waste? Because I did tick up the spy spending. Nope. Okay. They made a new design. That's scary if they're making a new design. Good thing we have the scanners, though. I wouldn't have even known this attack was coming without that. Because it's just too hard to tell. All right. Yep. And we'll build 7 this turn and then 7 the following turn. And then we'll be able to hopefully defend this. I mean, we're like halfway through hitting in every single field. So if we can turn research back on, we'll be close. And like we're halfway to stingers. Stingers will make a very, very big deal. Then we can blow up the incoming ships like hella better. Use the very scientific term, hella better. All right. Still just Big Bird. None of the other planets getting attacked. All right, so I'll drop reserve spending from most of these worlds. I'll do 1 more turn from Condor, so I have at least a little something in reserve for following turns. All right, Big Bird. Like, don't forget we have soil enrichment coming up too. That's gonna help quite a bit as well. All right, 50 bases it is. Now we've got our tech spending turned back on a little bit. How close are we to the next council vote? Okay, 2 turns, close. I don't know if we're going to be nominated or not. I guess we'll find out. All right, we did get the updated spying report. These guys are at war with like everybody. Somehow we're still trading with all these guys. All right, 50 bases should be enough to fight them off. Yeah, and they scrapped our... All right, so again, it's just that Stinger missile design. The Merculite missiles don't do that much. I mean, we have enough that we can just tank this and survive, but... I'm hoping that they'll waste... Ow, that hurt. Like, I'm hoping that they'll waste some missiles firing at the laser ship. Are they out of missiles now? All right, they're out of their stingers. So now we'll fire at the other design. Oh, so much for that. Yeah, good thing I stacked up the 50 bases, huh? Good thing I stacked up the 50 bases. Look at how much damage they did with those shots. See, if I hadn't built all those bases, that planet would have died. And we got another stack incoming too. Oh my god, now they have... Ugh. Well, we have no chance to hold this. We have 5 turns to get better shielding, or we are dead. We have 5 turns to get better shielding, or we are dead. My god. This is not looking good, you guys. We have this Mechlars that just will not leave us alone, unfortunately. These guys just will not stop coming after us. All these, I mean, they still haven't even, and they might have Omega V bombs on this new weapon. They might have pulsons on these new things. They just will not leave me alone, and their weapons are just so strong. They just will not. I mean, this isn't even like their main fleet, but like they just will not stop leaving me alone. No, small ships are not going to help. They have small ships are not going to help me here. I don't see how building a ton of smalls would help me in this situation. If we could get soil enrichment, we might be able to trade it because that has an immense trade value, but I just don't know if I have enough time to get this done. This is not good, you guys. This is not good. Well, I mean, I'd love to steal their tech, but I only have improved space scanners. Their computer tech is surely way more advanced than mine. Yeah, they're like 4 full rungs of the tech. Yeah, because like I'm researching Improved Robotics 4. They have another tech rung ahead at BC6 and then another tech rung ahead at EC6. I mean, they're like 12 or 13 tech levels ahead. It's going to be almost impossible to steal anything from them. And then they would declare war. Just something fast to absorb missile such. I mean, that would be good, but the problem is, would they even bother to shoot at my ships instead of shooting at the base? I feel like they're just going to fire at the base, though, is the problem. I don't think that's going to work, though. I really don't. And we could give it a try, but I just don't think that that's going to work. Because I think they're still just going to fire at the planet. Maybe, though, it's possible. You can deal with... The other problem is I don't know what's on this new Nexus design either, which is pretty scary. We could try, though. Because if we're just relying on the bases, it's absolutely not going to work. But, like, what's the best thing we can design in terms of a small weapon? We just have to put... Oh, we still can't even fit the blaster on it? Oh, God. We still can't even fit neutron blasters on there. So, no, that's not going to work at all. That's why we need higher shielding. Like those 131 Tormentors, right? Or whatever that is. These have Merculites on them. Like, these have Mercs on them. And if we have 10 points of shielding, then we have enough to stop that. But with 8 points of shielding, damage is getting through. 52 Ajaxes, though. I mean, their last stack had, what, 20-something? And it took out 30 bases. I mean, this is 2.5 times that. Plus whatever's on this new design. I mean, if there's Omega... There could be Omega Vs on here, for all we know. I just thought I would get enough time here, but these Meklar are just so freaking strong, and they will not leave me alone. Like, I thought that the fact that they're at war with these other AIs would get them to back off. But no, like, they just will not stop attacking me. I would think that they'd be clashing down here, and maybe they are. This might not even be their whole fleet for all that we know. But I'm just like a little bit too short. The fact that I am missing all these force field techs is just killing me in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they're so strong, and they won't stop attacking me. I just need them to freaking leave me alone. All right. Well, we can try a desperation measure here. Oh, they wouldn't even offer... I wouldn't even take a tribute. Well... I could also gamble on threatening them, I suppose, but that's not gonna... I can already tell you that's not gonna work. Watch. I'll just go back and show you that that's not gonna work. Watch. Threatening them is not gonna work, but I can try. See? All that did was hurt relations, so that's why I can... See, it actually dropped relations a little bit. Yeah, I'm not seeing an answer. I think that they're just too freaking strong in this, unfortunately. The AI, yeah, the AI, for as old as this game is, the AI's not that dumb. It, like, knows it's got a winning fleet, and it's not afraid to use it. Oh, boy. But just, like, we're in a situation where we built 50 missile bases on our strongest world, and, like, we took immense damage, barely pushed them back, and now the next fleet's incoming that's even stronger. Just, like, just not sure what we can do here other than try to get better shielding, I guess. But like no one will trade it to me. No one wants to trade it to me, unfortunately. Try with the bears again. I might get stingers maybe, but even that's not really going to help that much, I don't think. Yeah, like this is not going to be helpful. Even if we have stingers, it's not gonna be enough. They're just gonna blow up the planet, unfortunately. I mean, we can try. I guess that's like our best option is just to try to have stingers, but I don't think it's gonna be sufficient, unfortunately, unless we can like trade repulsors for something, because that's about to pop. Could trade soil enrichment. Actually, trading. Should probably put it all in planetology, and because soil enrichment is often a really good trade bait tech too. Like have all the other planets doing research and hope that this stuff pops while we build what bases we can and just hope that we can get stingers and a better shield tech or something. That's like about the only thing I can think of. That's a very desperate gamble. How many factories got blown up? Not too many, but we might as well remax them while we can. Alright, here's our crazy gamble. Probably not gonna work. We'll see what happens. Remember, I don't win every game of Master of Orion. It's a tough. It can be a tough game on Impossible, even when you've played as much as I have. What's this? Is this something else bad? Oh, that's right. It's a council vote time. Bullrathian Klakons. I was kind of hoping the Meklar would be nominated and I could vote for them. Klakons. I think I just have to abstain again. Interesting. 9 votes for themselves. So 9 and 10. 2 votes. And we have 8. So we can abstain. You know, if we were nominated, we might, by some miracle, be able to win a Diplo victory because everybody dislikes the Bullrathian. Everybody likes us. All right, well, we're in the percentages in a whole bunch of fields, so we're just hoping that this will hit, and then maybe we can trade for something. It's our best hope. We need stingers to hit. Need stingers to hit, and then we need soil enrichment to hit, and then trade soil enrichment for like a planetary shield attack of some kind. That's our hope. I didn't even check to see if I was being attacked somewhere else that turn. Come on, text popping. Come on. We need these texts to pop, you guys. We need these texts to pop. Come on. We only have a couple more turns until this fleet arrives. Game? I know the odds aren't great, but can these texts pop, please? Oh, now we got an attack coming at Emu as well. Yeah, we can't stop that attack either, so we just need the text to come in to have any prayer, or else this game is probably just over as a loss, unfortunately. Come on. Okay. Alright, we got the soil enrichment. I guess we're taking advanced eco restoration. Alright, well, we didn't get the stingers to pop. So that's not good, but we do have advanced soil enrichment here. So if we can somehow get... oh, yeah, look at stingers right there. 40% odds and they're not popping this turn. Well, let's see if we can trade for something. These guys have Omega V-bombs now. Let's see what we can get. So these guys have a class 10 planetary, but they won't trade for that. Yeah, see, everybody's very willing to trade this. All right, we can get class 5 deflectors for soil enrichment. So we have to do that. I knew that they'd want soil enrichment. All right, better than nothing. This is an important first step. All right. The Meklar probably will not trade me anything. Oh my god, they have... Maybe we could get one of their armor techs? I don't know. Their tech is unbelievable. Like, look at this tech. They have titanium armor right now. This is absurd how strong they are in this game. Oh my god. This is absurd. They will trade Zortrium for it. I mean, this doubles the amount of hit points our bases have, so we got to do this. Even though I am loath to give them soil enrichment. Oh yeah, they already had advanced soil enrichment. Okay, this doubles the hit points on our bases, so that's a big deal. So we've increased the shielding, increased their resistances. These guys, there's not much we could really get from these guys that's going to help us. Let's ignore them. And the Bulrathi. We really need that class 10 planetary, but they won't trade that. Not that we'd have time to build it either. We'll just see. I'm also hesitant to give soil enrichment out to the bears, but giving it to everybody else, so... Missiles, maybe. Oh, we could get controlled radiated. I'd take that, because that's like a big hole in my tech tree, is not having... And everything else here is irrelevant. I'll take that. I'll take that. Obviously, it doesn't help us hold this planet, but we have stingers at like 40% odds to pop anyway. Okay. I mean, we did pretty well with those tech trades, so... We can dial down the planetology spending now. Let's redistribute this elsewhere. Actually, no, we redistribute it all into this in the hope that we get it to pop between turns. And, yeah, Big Bird, we just keep... Do we have anything in the reserve? Yes, we do. We'll spend what we've got this last turn. And we'll see what happens. We'll go through and look to do terraforming next turn, assuming we can survive this. Yeah, Emu's under attack, but we have some time there. I mean, I guess we can start building bases. Oh, wow, one base. Okay, well, at least we'll get a read on what's on these designs this turn. All right. I can't remember if techs pop before combat or not. I don't think they do, unfortunately. All right, so what do we have here? All right, so the Merculates are now irrelevant. We don't have to worry about this anymore. This is now completely irrelevant. They can't deal damage to us because our planet now has... Wait, what the... Where's our shielding? Why does it only say 8 points of shielding? Wait, what? Why does it only say 8 points of shielding? We have 10 points of shielding. See, it increased our hit point. What the heck? What? We have 10 points of shielding now. We traded for the 5 points of shielding. What's going on? No, no, you don't have to build the shield. And we spent on building bases this turn. We should have 10 points of shielding. That doesn't make any sense. It wasn't a planetary shield. What the heck is going on here? But, and I was spending on, I was already spending on it. Maybe, you know what, let's just reload and see if that fixes things. We'll just click auto right now and we'll reload. Really, Stingers? Really? Really? Anyway, we're gonna reload anyway. Okay, give me a second. Let's reload this, and maybe loading will fix that. Because, like, we should have 10 points of shielding here. Because we have class 5 planetary. And, we have class 5 deflector. So it should be 10 points of shielding. Let's see if reloading fixed that. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why is it 8? It should be 10. I don't understand this. It should be 10. We have 10 points of shielding. Why is it not working? Because that protects us from the Tormentor. That protects us from these mercs. That doesn't make any sense. We have 10 points of shielding now. And that blocks all of the damage from these Tormentor missiles. Like, it literally blocks 100% of the damage from these. I don't get it. I don't understand. Because, like, a lot of the damage that's being done is coming from those missiles. Because I think we have enough to survive without that. Maybe not. Because, like, this is the missile stack that they fired. Well, these guys are all out. I don't understand. Like, we literally survive if that's not the case. Hold on. I'm not accepting this. We literally survive this if that doesn't go through. I don't understand. Like, I'm reloading because we literally survive this attack if that goes through. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Why is this not working? Like, we literally traded for that. And, like, we literally traded for that on this turn. The stupid stingers popping after the turn loads is also just absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. I wonder if we could, if only the stupid stingers would have popped one turn sooner, we could have built like some blast. We'd actually have stingers to shoot back, and we could actually kill these things. It's just like I think it's just a stupid bug, and it's not gonna work. I think it's a stupid bug. Like, it's in the tech, like, we can see it. It's right there. It says class 5 planetary, class 5 deflector. I know the techs pop after battles, but like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand why it's not working. We already have we traded for the class 5, so. This is just so frustrating because it's like I'm one turn away from holding my best planet, and it's like this stupid bug is causing it not to work, which is I'm just very frustrated by this. Like, I'm frustrated enough that like I don't know what to do. Maybe trade for some other tech, but we already did trade for some other tech. We traded for the planetary. We traded for the deflectors first, and then we traded for Zortrium, and the Zortrium is working. Like, we have the Zortrium. We have the doubled health. We have the Zortrium is working, but the class 5 deflectors is not working. It doesn't make any sense. This is obviously a bug. Like, it's obviously a bug that's just not working properly. So I'm just like, I don't know why it wouldn't work. It's just obviously a stupid bug of some kind. I built lasers this turn to see if that does anything. Yeah, it just makes no sense. It just doesn't make any sense. It literally makes no sense. I just don't get it. I don't understand why it's not working. Didn't upgrade the shields? No, it should happen automatically. It upgraded the hit points, no problems. I don't get it. I'm so confused as to why this isn't working. It doesn't make any sense at all. And it's literally the difference between this planet dying and surviving. It's why it's so frustrating. It's literally the difference between surviving and dying. No, it can't. It's not that it can only upgrade one tech per turn. I don't know. I think it's just a bug. I don't think it's anything. I think it's a freaking bug. Maybe it's just they forgot that if you trade for a tech, it doesn't upgrade the same turn. Yeah, it usually would say upgrade if that was the case. So I don't get it. I'm just very confused. But those 2 extra points of shielding are the difference between this planet dying and this planet surviving with like a handful of bases left. Like, it really is the difference. The fact that the stingers pop every single time afterwards is just such a kick in the butt. It's such a kick in the butt that keeps happening every time. Racial... No, the Alkari racial shield penalty. I don't know. Alright, I mean, I think this one... this has been an entertaining game, but I mean, I think this one's done. Like, if I can't hold Big Bird, I think the game... I think we just came up just barely short. Yeah, it's a bug. I don't know what else to say. It's a stupid bug, but I can't... This isn't like Civ 4 where I can go into the world builder and fix a bug. I can't do that in this game, unfortunately. It's a stupid bug, unfortunately. And I just think it's probably a lost game, unfortunately, because I don't want to have to play this out with my best. This is my best planet. Like, if I lose this, I'm down to 6 worlds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, I'm just getting snowballed out of the game by these guys. It might be possible to play it back, but like, if I can't hold Big Bird, which is my best planet, like, especially because of a stupid bug that like causes the bases not the shield not to work, like, that's just so frustrating. It's just soul killing for that to happen, because this planet should survive. Like, I have the tech, it should survive, and we're so close to being protected against these threats. Like, we're so close with the stingers. If we have stingers like literally 1 turn earlier, and if this tech doesn't work, then we actually have this. Yeah, that idiotic rebellion hurt me so much in this game, having to stop for that. So anyway, I think it might be possible to play out of this, but like, I'm getting hammered everywhere. Like, I don't know if I can stop this attack either. I don't know if I can stop this, because like, I don't have a lot of base building over here on Emu, so I think this is just a loss. Like, I hate to say it, but sometimes I do not win every game at Master of Orion. I think this is just a loss, unfortunately. Because like, it's a very narrow one, but I think it's just a loss. Restart the game. We can try restarting the game client. Let's do that. We'll do one last try, restart the game client. Otherwise, we'll just chalk this up to we were very close and just unfortunately wasn't good enough. Sometimes it happens. You don't want to see runaway Mechlars. We kind of have runaway Mechlars in this game. They're just really, really strong, unfortunately. No, not that. We'll check the... Yeah, we can check relogging and see. I mean, the Mechlar have a lot of weaknesses too, but... Alright. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe this will fix it. We'll certainly give it our best try. Tick this up. No, bases I need over here. Got all of our spending going to weapons again. Give it our last try. We already did all the reserve spending. All right, well, let's see. If not, just chalk it up to it's a bug and there's nothing we can do. Nope. It's a bug. It's a bug. There's nothing we can do. We are not... evidently, if you trade for a shield tech, it does not give you credit for it on the same turn. I guess that's a new bug. I never heard of that one before, but apparently it's just bugged. There's nothing we can say. It's bugged, and that bug is the difference between holding the planet narrowly and losing the planet. So that sucks. It happens sometimes. So just chalk this one up to a loss, unfortunately. Is what it is. We can't hold Big Bird, and I'm not sure we can hold much more of our empire, and I don't really want to try... I don't really want to try to play out of a situation where I've been knocked down to like 5 or 6 planets when there's a Mechlar that's that strong. No, I mean, the game counts. It counts. But getting that... Okay, let's... Just for the sake of experimentation, let's just try to trade for that, even though we already have a better tech. Let's just see what happens. Just for the sake of experimentation. Because I'm curious too. Maybe bases only get 1 new tech a turn from trade. Maybe. Oh, and of course now the humans pop in. Where were these guys? Would have been helpful if I could have talked to these guys earlier in the game. Well, their techs are all terrible. doesn't matter. They don't have anything to trade for anyway. But it would have been nice to have had a potential ally. The one race that is friendly to me. Okay. Again, just for the sake of experimentation, we're going to try to do this other trade and see. But, no, I think if we do another game, I think we'll continue. We'll do that. We'll just run this concept back again. Because, I like the concept. I think, I like the concept. I think we just, Alright, where is it? Class 4 deflector. Alright, for improved space scanner, sure. Neutral pellet gun's already kind of outdated at this point. I know it's a good weapon, but it's kind of already outdated at this point. Alright, so now we have this extra shield. Let's see if this does anything. Nope, same thing. Just apparently there's just some kind of a bug where if you trade for a shield tech, it does not work. Armor tech, yes, but shield apparently just doesn't work, unfortunately. I don't know what to say. The game is bugged. And it is the difference between my best planet surviving and dying, because if we had 2 more points of shielding, this stack would do 0 damage, and every single one of these Stinger missiles that is firing and hitting for... What? They hit for, currently hit for 15 minus 8. They currently hit for 7 damage. They'd hit for 5 damage? I mean, do you think that might make a difference, hitting for 5 instead of 7? I mean, that cuts out, what, like 40%, almost 40% of all the damage that they're doing? Plus, it renders all of these irrelevant. Like, do you think that taking 40% less damage might make a difference? I think it would. So, anyway, this is a good place to stop. We're going to try to run, we'll probably try to run it back next week with a new start. I'd like to run it back again with this concept. I'm just a little annoyed that, that like we're scratching and clawing, and I feel like we were so close to making it work, but it just came up short, and like these Mechla are just out of control in this game, unfortunately. So it is what it is. Sometimes the games work. Like I said, I win on Impossible probably about 70% of the time, but that does mean I lose about 30% of the time. So it is what it is. The game wouldn't be fun if you didn't lose at least some of the time. So GG. All right, I'm going to split because we've got the baby here. But like I said, we're going to give this another try. I think we'll give it another try next week and see how it goes. So, yeah, it's a bummer, but such is life. Anyway, let's hope that that's not a sign for 2025. I guess we'll see. All right, have a good one, folks. Take care. Bye. See you next week.